There are days when the noise of the world is too much, when the weight of it all breaks without any touch of warmth or relief, and I need somewhere safe, somewhere removed from the pace and the chase. And I've learned there is only one place left to go. When everything falls, I think you already know. I'm writing this prayer like a letter to you, not polished, not ready, just honest and true. Just, dear God, be my refuge today. Dear God, be my refuge, be the shelter when the storm is too loud. Dear God, be my refuge, be the only safe space I have found when everything else is uncertain and raw. Dear God, be my refuge from it all. Be the peace that surpasses what I understand. Dear God, be my refuge, take my hand. The psalmist said it first, but he meant it like I mean it, not a theological claim. He personally been in the valley of the shadow and emerged, because the refuge that he clung to, held and served is more than theology, is actual ground. Dear God, be my refuge. I have found that everything else shifts, but you remain. Dear God, be my refuge, be the shelter when the storm is too loud. Dear God, be my refuge, be the only safe space I have found when everything else is uncertain and raw. Dear God, be my refuge from it all. Be the peace that surpasses what I understand. Dear God, be my refuge, take my hand. I run to you, not because I'm strong enough. I run to you because I've run out of the stuff that keeps the world at bay without you near. I run to you, dear God, that's why I'm here. Not with answers, not with anything to prove. I run to you, dear God, be my refuge. The one who knows my name, the one who stays. Dear God, be my refuge all my days. Dear God, be my refuge. This is the most honest prayer you can pray today. Not God, help me look strong. Not God, fix this so I can move on. Dear God, be my refuge, be the place I run to, be the shelter, be the safe ground. He already is. Run to him. Dear God, be my refuge, I'm running to you now. Dear God, be my refuge, I don't need to know how. Oh, you hold it all together, I just need to know you will. Dear God, be my refuge and be still with me in the middle of the chaos and the cost. Dear God, be my refuge, I'm not lost. When you are my refuge, I am found. Dear God, be my refuge, hallowed ground. every other thing when life got hard. I've run to comfort, run to people, run too far. In the wrong direction, looking for a place to land that could hold the weight I carried in my hands. And every other shelter eventually gave way, until I stood before the one that always stays. I've tried the other options, I know what they cost. Every substitute for God eventually is lost. As a refuge, only He remains. Where else would I run when everything falls apart? Where else would I run with the pieces of my heart? I've tried the other places, they were never built for this. Where else would I run? There's no safer place than His arms, than the nearness of the Father in the dark. Where else would I run? To the very one who charts my coming and my going, who prepared the way. Where else would I run? Where else would I stay? The prodigal knew it when the pig pen made it clear that the Father's house had always been the refuge here. He didn't need a perfect speech, he needed to come home. And the Father ran to meet him. No one runs alone back to God. The Father comes toward door returning. Where else would I run? To the one still burning with love for every soul that finds its way back. Where else would I run when everything falls apart? Where else would I run with the pieces of my heart? I've tried the other places, they were never built for this. Where else would I run? There's no safer place than His arms, and the nearness of the Father in the dark. Where else would I run? To the very one who charts my coming and my going, who prepared the way. Where else would I run? Where else would I stay? Not to the applause, it fades too fast. Not to the money, it was never meant to last. Not to the reputation, it shifts with every wind. Where else would I run? To the one who has always been constant and near and stronger than the storm. Where else would I run? Where else was I born to run to? God is my refuge. Where else would I go? Where else would I run? I already know. Where else would I run? When you've tried everything else, when the other shelters have failed, you arrive at the only answer. There is nowhere else, only God. Where else would I run? He is the refuge, the strong tower. Run to Him. There is nowhere else to go that will hold. Where else would I run? I've settled this question. I've settled this question. Where else would I run? No longer in hesitation when the world comes crashing down upon me. Where else would I run? To the God who formed me, who knows me, holds me, meets me in the dark. Where else would I run? image of the hen who calls her chicks beneath. When the danger comes too close, beneath the breath of something threatening, they hide beneath the cover of the only warmth and shelter they discover. In that moment, safe beneath the wingspan wide, and Jesus said, how often I have longed for you inside. How often would I have gathered you the way a hen gathers her brood beneath, but you would not, and I have learned the refuge is only found by those who come beneath. Under your wings, I find the shelter. Under your wings, when the world has felt like something closing in, I find the space. Under your wings, where I can breathe and face the morning, knowing I have been covered through the night. Something stronger than the storm. He will cover you with his feathers, the psalmist wrote, and under his wings you will find refuge. Every note of that ancient song is personal to me today. He covers, he shelters, he doesn't let the damage stay. Beyond what he allows, and even then he holds under his wings the ancient story told. His mine and yours, come in, come under. Under your wings, I find the shelter. Under your wings, when the world has felt like something closing in, I find the space. Under your wings, where I can breathe and face the morning, knowing I have been covered through the night. Under your wings, I don't have to fight the darkness with my own two hands exposed. Under your wings, I am finally enclosed in something stronger than the storm. Come in, come under, there is room. Come in, come under, out of the gloom of the exposed and unprotected place. Come in, come under, find the grace of being covered by the one whose wingspan reaches every soul who runs. Come in, under his wings you will find your refuge. Under his wings, come beneath. Dear God, I breathe under your wings. This is the image God chose to describe his protection. Not a wall, not a fortress of stone. Wings warm, close, personal. Under your wings, I find my refuge. You don't have to face this exposed. Come under the covering of God. Under his wings, there is room for you. Come in. Under your wings, I will make my home. Under your wings, I am never alone. In the shelter of the Most High, that is where I dwell. Under your wings, nothing can compel me out of the under your wings. He who dwells, not visits, not drops in occasionally. He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will actually rest in the shadow of the Almighty. Psalm 91 is not a narrow promise for the few. It's for the ones who choose to make the refuge their address and refuse to live outside the covering of God. There's a difference between knowing God is a refuge and dwelling in the refuge, making it your home. Dwelling means you don't just run there in the crisis. Dwelling means the shelter is where you've always known. Dwell in the shelter, make it your address. Dwell in the shelter, don't just visit in distress and leave when things look better for a while. Dwell in the shelter, mile after mile of this life in the shadow of the Most High. Dwell in the shelter, underneath the sky of His protection, every morning, every night. Dwell in the shelter, dear God, all my life I'll dwell. No evil shall befall you. 1,000 may fall beside you, 10,000 at your right. None shall find you, because the refuge is the dwelling, not the occasion or retreat. Dwelling in the shelter makes the covering complete, and the angels get their orders on your behalf. Dwell in the shelter, and the map of heaven's coverage over your life is full. Dwell in the shelter, make it your address. Dwell in the shelter, don't just visit in distress and leave when things look better for a while. Dwell in the shelter, mile after mile of this life in the shadow of the Most High. Dwell in the shelter, underneath the sky of His protection, every morning, every night. Dwell in the shelter, dear God, all my life I'll dwell. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge. I will say of the Lord, He is my fortress, my God in whom I trust. These words are not just poetry, they are the coordinates of where I choose to be living. Dwelling, staying, not just visiting. I will make the shelter where I'm actually living. Dwell, 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 dwell in the shelter. Dwell, dwell, dear God, I'll dwell. Dwell in the shelter, not visit when things get difficult, not check in and check out. Dwell, make it your home. The shelter of the Most High is not a crisis center, it's an address. Dwell in the shelter of God. Make the refuge your home, and everything changes. Dwell in the shelter, I have made it mine. Dwell in the shelter, every day, every time. The world demands that I step out unprotected. Dwell in the shelter, I have redirected every fear under the shadow of His wings. Dwell in the shelter, that is where the peace sings its loudest, in the covered and the kept. Dwell in the shelter, dear God, I have stepped into the dwelling, and I'm staying here. ancient kings who built their cities in the high places knew something that the modern world is quick to erase. The high place offers what the low ground never could: a vantage and a shelter and a structure understood as more than architecture. It's a way to live, and God is the fortress no enemy can give. A siege long enough to breach, He stands. I will run to the fortress, the name of the Lord, a strong tower, the righteous run in and are saved. I will run to the fortress, fortress. That is what God is to you. Not a feeling of safety, an actual fortress. The walls are real, the coverage is real. Every enemy that comes against you has to get through the fortress first. Dear God, you are my fortress. Run into what He is and stay there. Fortress, I've run to you today. Fortress, every night and every day I make my home inside the walls you've built. Fortress, and not one ounce of guilt or fear or enemy advances can get through. Fortress, dear God, I run to you. You are the refuge and the strength and the high ground. There's a place inside the hurricane that knows no wind, the eye perfectly still, while everything around is pinned in the turning and the chaos. But the center holds, and I have found in my worst seasons what the eye unfolds. God in the middle of the storm is still and strong, and the ones who find the center, they belong to a peace that makes no natural sense at all. In the eye of the storm, I find you there. In the eye of the storm, the perfect stillness where nothing that is raging on the outside can intrude. In the eye of the storm, I find my solitude. In you, not removed from what is happening, but right inside the center, not abandoning the storm, just trusting in the one who holds the eye. In the eye of the storm, dear God, that's where I find my refuge. The disciples woken in a panic, didn't they, when the boat was going under? Don't you care? The way the storm becomes the question, does he know, does he care? And he rose and spoke, and the answer filled the air with calm. He's in the boat, he was there all along. In the eye of the storm, and that's my song. In the eye of the storm, I find you there. In the eye of the storm, the perfect stillness where nothing that is raging on the outside can intrude. In the eye of the storm, I find my solitude. eye of the storm, there is a place of stillness in the center of your storm. Not outside it, not after it, in it. God is in the eye of the storm. The stillness you're looking for is not beyond the chaos. It's inside it, in the center, where He is.
In the eye of the storm,
Dear God,
be my refuge.
find the eye. Stay there! He's already there!
In the eye of the storm,
I choose to dwell.
in the eye of the storm,
The peace I can tell is real, not because the storm has stopped.
in the eye of the storm,
Even when the chaos dropped, cannot reach the center where the Father
in
holds.
the eye of the storm,
The story's told, God is in the middle, and the middle holds. In the eye of the storm, dear God, this is my refuge.
in the eye of the storm.
In the eye of the storm. You never let the water in. Gospel soul revival testimony. There've been storms that looked like they would finally break through. Pressure on the door of every promise spoken true into my life, like the water at the levee line that holds somehow. And that's the design of a God who places limits on what the storm can do. He says the water stops here, and it's true. He who calms the ocean, He who set its bounds, when it rises and it presses, He still holds the grounds and says this far and no further, stops right here.
You never let the water in,
Not all the way.
you never let the water in,
Through every day that looked like this would be the flood that finally broke,
you never let the water in,
your word still spoke a limit to the damage and the depth of loss.
you never let the water in
At any cost to your covenant, you held the line for me.
you never let the water in,
And I am free to testify to that. When God told Noah,
shut the door,
He shut it. The water came, but not inside. He couldn't break what God had sealed. And I have found the same seal over every storm in my ground. The flood came close, but God said,
that is all.
you never let the water in. You held the
You
water,
never let the water in,
not all the way.
you never let the water in,
Through every day that looked like this would be the flood that finally broke,
you never let the water in,
your word still spoke a limit to the damage and the depth of loss. You
never let the water in,
at any cost to your covenant, you held the line for me.
you never let the water in,
And I am free to testify to that. When the floods came and the winds blew and beat against the house built on the rock held out, and every house that stood was built on something solid. The storm reveals it, what you're built on, and I've got it
built on God,
and the floods can't get in.
you never let the water in,
Through thick and thin, the God who set the boundary of the sea.
you
never let the water in. Look at your own history. Every season that looked like the flood that would finally break everything. And yet here you are. You never let the water in, dear God. Not all the way, not the killing blow. You held the line. You never let the water in. Thank Him for that today.
You never let the water in.
I have the proof.
You never let the water in.
My life's the truth of a God who sets His limit on the storm's design.
You let the water in.
You held the line
Through every season that should have had me under.
You never let the water in.
No.
I wonder sometimes at the mercy of what didn't drown me. You never let the water in, dear God. You found me worth protecting every single time. There's a verse I've prayed so many times, it's worn into the language of my soul, not something torn from duty, but from actual experience. You are my hiding place. There's no pretense in that confession. I've been hidden here before, when the world was too exposed. You were the door that shut behind me, and the quiet came. You are my hiding place. You preserve me from trouble. You surround me with songs of deliverance, double coverage inside and out. You are the place, my hiding place. That's what you are to me. My hiding place, where the chaos cannot see. My actual self, the one beneath the performance. My hiding place, where there is no conformance to what the world demands.
Just who I am.
My hiding place,
Dear God, take my hand
and lead me in behind the door where I am known.
my hiding place.
I'm never more at home. David hid in caves and wrote his finest songs. From the hiding place, the best the soul belongs to is the shelter that produces what is real. The cave became the worship, hiding is the deal that yields the purest offering of the soul. My hiding place, the cave that makes me whole. My hiding place, that's what you are to me. My hiding place, where the chaos cannot see. My actual self, the one beneath the performance. My hiding place, where there is no conformance, to what the world demands.
Just who I am.
My hiding place,
Dear God, take my hand
and lead me in behind the door where I am known.
my hiding place.
I'm never more at home.
Hide me,
In the shadow of your covering,
hide me.
from the storm that's hovering over what I cannot face alone today.
Hide me,
In the refuge let me stay until the trial passes over. Hide me here, my hiding place. Dear God, the coast is clear when I am in the hiding in the covered place. My hiding place, dear God, I see your face. My hiding place. The psalmist didn't apologize for needing to hide. He ran to God as the hiding place, and God received him. You don't have to be out in the open all the time. There's a hiding place. His name is God. My hiding place. Run to him. Hide in his shelter. Stay as long as you need. My hiding place. 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 I've run to you today. My hiding place. I've come to find the way. My hiding place. Through what I'm facing in the shelter of your arms. My hiding place. Away from all the harms that wait for me outside this covering I stay. My hiding place. My hiding place. Dear God, this is the way I survive every storm that comes my way. My hiding place. You are my hiding place. There's no safer place that I have ever been than the cupped and careful hands of God. No safer scene. In all my searching, I have been in many places, trying to find the shelter in the many faces of what I thought could hold me, and they never could. Safe in your hands, the way I always should have known from the beginning. This is home. No one can snatch me from the Father's hand. That's not a feeling, that is where I stand, by the promise and the covenant of God. Safe in your hands, there's no other shelter. Safe in your hands, when the world is helter skelter and uncertain and too loud. Safe in your hands, beneath the covering cloud of your protection, I have nothing left to fear. Safe in your hands, dear God, you've made it clear that what you hold until you choose. Safe in your hands, there's nothing left to lose. My sheep hear my voice, and they will never perish. And no one, not one thing I know or cherish as a threat can take from the Father's hand what He has claimed as His. And I am planned into the holding of a God who does not drop. Safe in your hands, and nothing makes it stop. Safe in your hands, there's no other shelter. Safe in your hands, when the world is helter skelter and uncertain and too loud. Safe in your hands, beneath the covering cloud nothing left to lose. Into your hands I commit my spirit. Into your hands, those were the words, I hear it, the final declaration from the cross. Into your hands, nothing is a loss that's placed inside the hands of God today. Into your hands, dear God, I pray, take everything, my family, my fear, safe in your hands. That's where I'll stay, right here, safe in your hands. No one and nothing can snatch you from the Father's hand. That is not a metaphor, that is a promise. Safe in your hands, dear God. Everything you're worried about losing, place it in His hands. What He holds safe in your hands. That's where you are. That's where you stay. God, safe in your hands, first and last and always, safe in your hands. Track 10. Track 10. Celebrity Gospel Pray. There's no safer place that I have ever been than the cupped and careful hands of God. No safer scene. In all my searching, I have been in many places, trying to find the shelter in the many faces of what I thought could hold me, and they never could. Safe in your hands, the way I always should have known from the beginning. This is home. No one can snatch me from the Father's hand. That's not a feeling, that is where I stand, by the promise and the covenant of God. Safe in your hands, there's no other shelter. Safe in your hands, when the world is helter skelter and uncertain and too loud. Safe in your hands, beneath the covering cloud of your protection, I have nothing left to fear. Safe in your hands, dear God, you've made it clear that what you hold, you hold until you choose. Safe in your hands, there's nothing left to lose. My sheep hear my voice, and they will never perish. And no one, not one thing I know or cherish as a threat can take from the Father's hand what He has claimed as His. And I am planned into the holding of a God who does not drop. Safe in your hands, and nothing makes it stop. The final declaration from the cross into your hands. Nothing is a loss that's placed inside the hands of God today.
Into your hands.
Dear God, I pray, take everything, my family, my feet, safe in your hands. That's where I'll stay, right here. Safe in your hands. No one and nothing can snatch you from the Father's hand. That is not a metaphor, that is a promise. Safe in your hands.
Dear God.
Everything you're worried about losing, place it in His hands. What He holds, He holds. Safe in your hands. That's where you are. That's where you stay. And I will testify.
Safe in your hands.
From this day until I stand before you,
I will say with everything,
safe in your hands.
dear God, this offering
Of my life, my family, everything I have, safe in your hands. And I've done the math. There is no safer place in all the universe. Safe in your hands, dear God. Safe in your hands, first and last and always. Safe in your hands. David declared it when they hunted him across the hills. When the cave was cold and bare, the declaration still rang out across the desolation. God is mine, my refuge, my fortress, my eternal sign. That I am not uncovered, not exposed. The Lord is my refuge, and I've come to know that declaration changes everything it touches. It's not a passive hope, it's an active claim. When I say the Lord is my refuge, I stake my name on the God who covers what I cannot cover. The Lord is my refuge, I declare it in the open.
The Lord is my refuge.
Not a faith half spoken, in the private moments, bold enough for every room.
The Lord is my refuge.
He has overcome every shadow that will try to take His place. The Lord is my refuge, I will seek His face and find the shelter that no storm can penetrate. The Lord is my refuge, I'll proclaim it at the gate of every season that would say otherwise. Uncertain and unclear, say it when the report comes back and fills with fear. The Lord is my refuge, not the Lord might be.
The Lord is my refuge.
That's the certainty that of every season that would say otherwise. Say it, the Lord is my refuge. Say it, the Lord is my fortress. Say it, in whom I trust. Say it, until the saying becomes the settled thing inside your chest. The Lord is my refuge. Say it until the atmosphere is ringing with the declaration. The Lord is my refuge. Say it, dear God. Say it, say it, say it, say it. The Lord is my refuge. Say it out loud right now, not as a hope, as a declaration. The Lord is my refuge. Say it again. The Lord is my refuge. Let that settle into your bones. Let it change how you face what's in front of you today. The Lord is my refuge. The Lord is my refuge. And I'll never stop saying it. The Lord is my refuge. And the enemy is hating it every time I open up my mouth and make the claim. The Lord is my refuge. By the power of that name. Power of that name. Every darkness has to answer to the declaration. The Lord is my refuge. Across every nation of my doubt and fear, I raise this flag. The Lord is my refuge. There's no taking that back. The Lord is my refuge. When I ran to God in the most desperate hour, expecting to find an empty room without the power of His nearness, I arrived and found He'd been there. Long before my panic sent me running, He was there. Before I knew I'd need the refuge, He had said it. Before the storm began, He never will forget it. The one who runs to me, I'll be there first. He was there before I arrived, in every shelter that has kept me alive. He was already waiting in the refuge when I came. He was there before I arrived. He knew my name before I called His name. He was there before I arrived, ahead of every pain that drove me to the shelter of the Most High. He was there before I arrived. He was waiting. That's why the refuge was already ready when I ran. The room in the upper city was already set, furnished and prepared. Before the need was met by anyone on earth, the provider went before and filled the shelter with what I was running for. And every time I've run to God in crisis, I have found He was there before I arrived, on solid ground. The refuge was already ready when I ran. Before the diagnosis,
He was there.
before the call came,
He was there.
before the door closed,
He was there.
before I knew I'd need him, he was there. In the refuge, fully present,
Fully God.
he was there before I arrived. Not that the omniscient would be ahead of my need. He was there before I arrived, already freed the path and set the shelter. He was there. He was there before I arrived. The refuge was not empty when you ran to it. He was there, waiting ready. Before the phone rang, before the news broke, before you knew you needed him, he was already in the refuge, preparing it for you. He was there before I arrived. Run to the refuge, he's already there. He was there before I arrived, and he'll be there when I arrive tomorrow, in the same refuge, same care that met me every other time I ran to him. He was there before I arrived, and through the dim of every season, he was there ahead of me. He was there before I arrived, and I can see. Looking back, he was never late, he's never slow. He was there before I arrived, and now I know he'll be there the next time too. He was there. This album began with a prayer, be my refuge, and it ends with the testimony that the refuge was always there, and now I know its name. The thing I was running to through every season's claim. On my attention and my strength and my surrender, I was always running to the God, the one and tender Father who prepared a shelter before I knew I'd need. I found what I was running to. All the desperate seasons led me through to the only shelter that was ever meant to hold. I found what I was running to, and now the story is beginning to be told. I was made for this, the refuge, this is home.
I found what I was running to.
No longer alone in the seeking I have found, and he was always here. I found what I was running to. Dear God, it's clear. All the searching and the circling, it was headed here. All the reaching and the running year to year was never aimless, even when it felt that way. I was being drawn to the refuge, and today I stand inside the shelter, and I know it now. I found what I was running to, and this is how the story always ends for those who seek. I found what I was running to. All the desperate seasons led me through to the only shelter that was ever meant to hold. I found what I was running to, and now the story Dear God, you are the nation. I was made to be a citizen of home. I found what I was running to. Look back at every desperate season, every time you ran, every shelter you tried. You were being led here, to God, to the refuge, to home. I found what I was running to, and it was always Him. Dear God, you are always the refuge. I found what I was running to. And I knew the moment that I stopped running past you and ran to you, I found what I was running to. This album ends where every story ends, in the arms of the Father. Dear God, it bends every wandering road back to this place. I found what I was running to. I found your face. Dear God, be my refuge, always be. I found what I was running to. It was always Thee.